We were looking at how we can find conditional summary statistics in Stata, where we were talking about how our goal was, if we go back, to find summary statistics for a variable separately for different categories of categorical variables. And the method one we talked about was to use summarize with if, and we said this is not very efficient because in this case, you would have to run the code multiple times for different categories of the categorical variables. Then we said the second method was tap-start, which becomes inefficient if you have more than one categorical variable. Again, the same issue came that if you have more than one categorical variable, you would have to run the code multiple times. So the method three we're going to talk about is use bysort with summarize. Now here it's important to keep in mind that we can use bysort with multiple commands, right? We can use bysort with gen, with egen, tab, regress, but in this case, we're going to use bysort with summarize. Now what bysort is going to do is, before we look at the syntax, it's going to sort the data by the categorical variables that you've specified. And then what it's going to do is it's going to work on the sorted data, right? The sorting part is the sort part of bysort, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to compute the statistic for each unique value of the categorical variable. If you just specified one categorical variable, so what it's going to do is it's going to compute the statistic for whatever variable you want for each category of that categorical variable. Like for example, you wanted average price of domestic and foreign cars. So it's going to find the statistic for a price for the foreign variable equal to 1, which is like for foreign cars, and for foreign variable equal to 0, which is for domestic cars, right? And if you have specified more than one categorical variable, it will do it for each unique combination of them. For instance, in that example, we had both uh, foreign and we wanted log ratio, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to summarize the price, right? We wanted to find, in that case, like we wanted to find the average price for domestic and foreign cars first with log ratio and then with high ratio. So what it's going to do is it's going to summarize the price for each unique combination of the two categorical variables we have, foreign and log ratio. So it's going to do it for the case where say foreign is equal to 0 and log ratio is equal to 0. Then it's going to do where foreign is 0 and log ratio is 1. Then it's going to do it where foreign is 1, log ratio is 0. Then it's going to do where foreign is 1 and log ratio is 1. So it's basically going to summarize whatever variable, so it's going to find you summary statistics of the variable you have specified for either each unique value of the categorical variable if you just specified one, or for each unique combination of the categorical variable specified. And so the syntax is very simple. We're going to do is we're going to write, oh, sorry, my bad. We're going to write bysort and then we're going to write categorical variable. Here you can specify more than one categorical variable as well. The issue we talked about with abstract was that, in by you can only specify one categorical variable. If you wanted to impose a condition on another categorical variable, you had to use the if condition, which meant that then we had to run the code multiple times. But bysort avoids this because bysort allows you to specify multiple categorical variables here. Then you put a colon, and after the colon, you write summarize, and here you write the variable for which you want summary statistics of. So what the syntax says in English is that summarize bar, summarize this variable, whatever variable you specified over here, find me summary statistics for every unique value of the categorical variable for each category of the categorical variable, right? So this command is basically saying, you take this variable var and give me its summary statistics, which will give us its standard deviation, its mean, maximum, minimum for each category of the categorical variable, right? So like we said, here you can specify more than one categorical variable and you can specify more than one variable also. In tabstat, you could specify more than one variable for which you want the summary statistics of, but in py, you could only put one categorical variable. But here you can not only just specify more than one variable for which you want summary statistics, but you can specify more than one categorical variable also. Let's look at the exact same example that we looked at tabstat and see that whatever we did with tabstat, we could also do it with pysort, right? With tabstat, we were looking at and we looked at this is how we can find the average price of domestic and foreign cards, right? We did tabstat, we did price, and then buy foreign. We can do the same thing with bysort. With bysort, how we would do is we'll write bysort and we'll write foreign. This is a categorical variable, and we want like the summary statistics for each value of this categorical variable. It has two values. Foreign is equal to 0 for foreign cars, and foreign is equal to 0 for domestic cars, and foreign is equal to 1 for foreign cars. And then you put a colon and then summarize, and then we write the variable whose summary statistics we want, right? So buy sort foreign colon summarize price. So what this is going to do is this is going to basically find you the summary statistics per price for each value of foreign, right? So if we run this code, we can see look, the code runs for, it summarizes price, it gives you the mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum of price for the first value foreign, which is domestic. Foreign is equal to 0 and foreign is equal to foreign. It also summarizes the price, and these are the same values that we got with tabstat. And with tabstat, the second thing we did was we said, what if we wanted to find average price and average weight of domestic and foreign cars. And there we said we can specify more than one variable for which you want summary statistics. We did it like this, right? We wrote price and weight. We can do the same thing with bysort. We'll write bysort. Again, categorical variable is foreign, right? We want to summarize price and weight. So we want to now not just find the summary statistics for price, but you also want bysort to find us the summary statistics per weight for each category of foreign, right? For both domestic and foreign cars. So again, price out foreign colon. What this command is saying, this command is saying that find me the summary statistics of price for both categories of foreign, domestic and foreign, and find me the summary statistics of weight for both categories of foreign, right? So if we do this, then we can see what it has done now. It has said, okay, for foreign, so now again, for both values of the variable foreign, right? If it had more than two values, it would have done for those values as well. So it's saying for foreign is equal to domestic, and which is basically the value 0. This is the summary statistics for price, this is the summary statistics per weight. Similarly, for foreign is equal to foreign, this is the summary statistics for price, and this is the summary statistics per weight. The last thing that we did with tabstat was that we said we wanted to now work with two categorical variables, where we created a new categorical variable log here. Right, so over here, the problem was that we said in y we could only specify one categorical variable. So if we wanted to find post condition another categorical variable log a ratio, we had to use if, and we had to run the code as many times as the values in the second categorical variable. Bysort avoids this. Bysort allows you to specify more than one categorical variable, unlike tabstat. So what it would do is it would say bysort. You'll just write the first categorical variable foreign, then write the second categorical variable that you want to impose condition on log a ratio. So this is telling me, find me the summary statistics of price for all unique combination of these two categorical variables. So if we do this, what this is going to do is, now look, notice over here, it's going, now this is giving you the summary statistics for price for domestic cars with high gear ratio, right? So it's taking every possible combination of these two categorical variables, right? Then it's doing the same thing for domestic cars but with low gear ratio, right? So it works for domestic cars and gives it to you for high gear ratio and low gear ratio, and then for foreign cars it gives you with high gear ratio and foreign cars with low gear ratio, right? So basically what this so basically that's what bysort basically avoids the fact that with tabstat we had to run this command twice, right? Once we had to impose condition if log is double equal to 1, if log is double equal to 0, because with tabstat you cannot put more than one categorical variable in pi. But in bysort avoids this. But bysort allows you to impose, add more than one categorical variable, and then it will provide you summary statistics of this variable or any variables that you want to specify for all the unique combinations of these two categorical variables. In this case, obviously we had four combinations. One was domestic with low gear, domestic with high gear, and foreign with low gear, foreign with high gear. So in this way, we can run a one-line code instead of a multiple line code that we had to run with tabstat.